There are two things that I'll follow around the world: Pokemon and music. And today I get to do both. For the next week, I'm in a town called Durmi on the coast of Albania. To the south of us is Greece. 50 miles across the ocean that way is the southern end of Italy. And I'm here for a music festival called Anjunadeep Explorations. And longtime viewers of the channel know I'm a huge fan of Above and Beyond, and both of their labels, Anjunabeats and Anjunadeep. And this festival is literally full of my favorite artists. But while I'm here for the festival, we also have the start of the Pokemon GO TCG crossover event. Now this is a long event, it lasts 2 weeks, but during those 2 weeks there are two very important things to take advantage of. Number one, Meltan, and number two, Mewtwo. So for the next week, I'll be staying in this little beach villa with some of my friends, enjoying some of my favorite music, and doing my best to play through this event. As you can see, it is pretty rural out here. From where we're staying, I can see one gym, one Pokestop, and then two Pokestops, which are pretty far away and way uphill. So there's not a whole lot going on in terms of POIs, but there are a lot of Pokemon spawns, which is nice. So during the event, Solrock and Lunatone are two of the featured Pokemon. They'll both be appearing worldwide. And then at the end of the event on June 30th, they're gonna swap places. So Lunatone will now be appearing on the Solrock side of the world and Solrock on the Lunatone side of the world. And I think the cruise ship will be happy about that. And we also have a new Pokemon introduced. It's Wimpod. The closest one is a steep trek uphill. Since there's a lot of spawns with not a lot of Pokestops around, I'm hoping that I'll just run into a Wimpod somewhere along the beach here at some point. And then we also have Pikachu with a TCG hat appearing during the event. We're gonna head over to Leak Duck now because Leak Duck has all the spawns listed. The Pokemon spawning in the wild during the event: Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Charmander, Charmeleon, Squirtle, Wartortle, Alolan Rattata, that Pikachu we just talked about, Slowpoke, Magikarp, Eevee, Spinarak, Natu, Aipom, Numel, Lunatone and Solrock, Bidoof, Pidove, and Wimpod. Honestly, not that exciting of a spawn pool. The lucky spawns, the rare ones, Onix, Chansey, Snorlax, Dragonite, Slacking. Snorlax is a big one for me. I would love to get shiny Snorlax, but shiny Snorlax is a full odds shiny, 1 out of approximately 500. So it's a very, very rare shiny Pokemon. And that's important because it's also in raids. We'll get to that in a second. As an added feature of the event, Ditto is appearing more often. Ditto has some new disguises. Spinarak, Numel, and Bidoof can be Ditto, as well as other Pokemon that could be Ditto previously. So keep an eye out for that. If you're quick catching, you're not gonna see that transform animation, but make sure to take a look in your inventory because you could find a Ditto or even a shiny Ditto. So by the end of the week here, I'm hoping to maybe have a shiny, but at the very least, it'd be a little bit more tan. All right, I got my hat dressed and we're heading up the beach to the festival stages, and on the way, just like that, the new Pokemon Wimpod. How's this for a view? Catching a new Pokemon, Wimpod on the beach. It is a water and bug type, and unfortunately, it's not very good in Pokemon GO. Its evolution, Golisopod, aside from like looking really cool, just doesn't really have a purpose in Pokemon GO. It's not gonna be good in PvP, it's not strong enough for raids, and it's a 400 candy evolution. So make sure you're Pineapple berrying these. 400 candy is a lot. Luckily, wow, there's PvP IVs right after I said it's not good in PvP. 400 candies, and it will be featured, wow, as an event spawn for the next 2 weeks. So a good chance to get a lot of them, even out here in kind of rural Albania. It's 2 in a row. Before I fully get down there and it's too loud, let's just take a look at, first of all, this raid at my one gym that I'm gonna have access to. It's Slacking, which is definitely not a raid I want to be doing during this event. But again, here's Leak Duck with the event info. The raids for the event, of course, we talked about at the beginning, Mewtwo. In 5-star raids, Mewtwo is available, shiny Mewtwo is available, and Mewtwo, for the first week of this event, is gonna know Shadow Ball. It's an exclusive move, and it's one of Mewtwo's best moves. It's a move that Mewtwo doesn't always have access to, so sometimes you need to use an Elite TM to get it. But during the event from June 16th to June 23rd at 10 a.m. local time, Shadow Ball will be Mewtwo's exclusive move. For For the second half of the event, it's going to be Psystrike, which is another one of Mewtwo's best moves. It's Mewtwo's best Psychic type move for DPS. And for the second half of the event, June 23rd to July 1st at 10 a.m., Psystrike will be on the Mewtwo that you catch. Now for the rest of the raids, in 1-star raids, Chansey, Larvitar, Timber, and Wimpod. In 3-star raids, Alolan, Exeggutor, Snorlax, Dragonite, and Slacking. Snorlax, again, remember, is a full odds shiny, so if you're trying to do raids to get a shiny Snorlax, it's probably going to cost a lot of money if that's your plan. But if you're just using free raid passes once in a while to try for the shiny, well, I wish you good luck. And in Mega Raids, we're going to have the 3 Kanto starters, Mega Venusaur, Charizard X and Y, and Mega Blastoise. So this is pretty much my one Pokestop. It's going to be really hard to get up the hill there. So as far as research tasks go, I'm limited to 1 a day. There is, again, the potential to... Whoa. Well, I'm limited to 0 if I can't pick one up. You can get 2 different research tasks from the same Pokestop if you throw away an AR task. That's only going to work once for me because I'm not going to be able to pick up another AR task here. So I forgot to check my research tasks, and I spun this one before I had space to pick up a task. So while I wait the 5 minutes for that to refresh, here are the tasks that you can get during the event. Catch 10 Pokemon for some berries, catch 15 Pokemon for the Kanto middle starter evolutions, catch 25 Pokemon for the final starter evolutions, which can be shiny, catch 40 Pokemon for Snorlax, Dragonite, or Slacking, and of those, Snorlax is the only shiny check, so I don't know if it's really worth it. Trade a Pokemon is going to get you that new hat Pikachu. Spin 5 Pokestops or gyms is Wimpod, and transfer 10 Pokemon for 5 Pokeballs. All right, 5 minutes. I'm going to check this Lunatone and then wait for the stop to refresh. Here's the actual Pokestop behind me. It's the Church on the Sea. And now that I've waited the 5 minutes, I have space for it. The task that I pick up is not even an event task. So that's my one task for the day. That's how I'm living, but there is a normal, 2 normal types here to catch. One other thing to keep track of during the event are the collection challenges. There are a lot of them. Remember, you have 2 weeks to complete these. TCG Crossover Challenge, Bulbasaur, Collection Challenge 1, Charmander Collection Challenge 1, Squirtle Collection Challenge 1. There's a lot of different Pokemon to catch, and some of them get kind of difficult. You have to catch the middle evolutions, the final evolutions, all the rare Pokemon, and you have to trade for these. These ones, Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise with a symbol, that means trade. What are the odds of me finding someone who plays Pokemon Go at this festival? Probably pretty low. There's not that many people here, but there are collection challenges, and again, you do have 2 weeks to work on them. Even me here in rural Albania, I feel like I'll be able to complete most of these. There's one last thing to be aware of during the event. We talked about it way earlier. It's Meltan. Okay, yesterday I thought it would be funny to have a clip where I'm explaining something in the middle of a dance floor at a music festival, but obviously it was way too loud, and on top of that, I hadn't updated Pokemon Home, so I couldn't even film the clip that I was trying to do, which is explaining how to get Meltan in Pokemon Go. So the first thing you need to do is download Pokemon Home and set up your account. Make sure it's linked to the same account that you use for Pokemon Go. And once you have that set up, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of your settings in Pokemon Go, you can click on Pokemon Home and you can send Pokemon. It doesn't matter what you send. You can send as little as 1 Pokemon. And once you send it over to Pokemon Home, please open Pokemon Home. When you get over to Pokemon Home, you're gonna have a pop-up that says Pokemon have been transferred from Pokemon Go. Click yes to receive them, click receive, and then click view transferred Pokemon. Apparently I sent a Caterpie. Is this like an old transfer? You received the Pokemon. I wonder if I just sent this like a long time ago and never received it. Whoops. Anyway, once you receive the Pokemon, if you go back to Pokemon Go, you're gonna get a mystery box. Mystery box is where you get Meltan. In your items, you'll have that mystery box, and if you use it, it works exactly like an incense for 30 minutes, or maybe for an hour. For an hour, it does last for an hour. So for an hour, that mystery box is gonna attract Meltan to you. Now, of course, you're not limited to getting mystery boxes only during the event, but for the duration of the event, during these next 2 weeks, wow, that's pretty good. Oh, are they spawning every minute? Wow, it might be every minute. They might be spawning a lot faster. The reason that you wanna do this though, during this event period for these next 2 weeks is because Meltan can be shiny. during this event. Meltan is a shiny Pokemon that is not always available, so it's a very limited time. This 2-week window is the only time you can get shiny Meltan as of right now. And typically, shiny Meltan only gets released like once a year during special events. So make sure you take advantage of this if you want the shiny. It is a medium rate shiny, 1 in about 125, so it's not the most common shiny, but it's also not the most rare. It's not a base rate shiny. So aside from shiny Mewtwo with exclusive moves, this is the other thing you definitely want to be taking advantage of during this event. Now, can we just take a second to appreciate how beautiful this part of the world is? I don't think Albania is like a known tourist destination, especially for people back in the US. So without this festival, without Anjunadeep explorations, I don't know that I would have ever ended up here exactly. But this is actually my second time coming here. This shirt actually is from the previous event in 2019, and I had such a good time here last year that I convinced a few of my friends to come with me this time. So we'll be enjoying the beach, the scenery, the music for the next week or so. And I guess making a vlog at a music festival is probably a good time to announce this, but the Go Fest after party is happening in Seattle on Friday of Go Fest, July 22nd. I'll be hosting an after party at a bar called Unicorn, where myself, my cousin Dominic, and my friend Blake, aka No Result, will be playing DJ sets like we've been doing on Twitch throughout the last couple years. So if you're gonna be in Seattle for Pokemon Go Fest, if you're free Friday night, come through. I have a link in the description for RSVPs. We're trying to get a head count for the venue so that they can know how many people to expect. So if you want to come to that Go Fest after party, make sure you go click that link in the description. It's going to be so much fun. I might actually be looking forward to our party more than Go Fest itself. All right, let me send it back to me at the festival last night to close it out. All right, the sun's gone down. Things are about to get a lot more hectic, but that's it for the event. Hopefully you're playing somewhere where you have a little bit more access to Pokestops and Pokemon than I do right now, but I gotta go. I gotta go listen to some Joseph Ray. And actually, if you wanna listen to some of the music that's being played at the festival, I have a Spotify playlist with a lot of my personal recommendations that includes a lot of artists that are playing here. So check that out, it's linked in the description. Thank you for watching. Now if you'll excuse me, I gotta go. And there it is. As I was editing the video, shiny Chansey. Even here in rural, remote Albania, shiny Chansey manages to find its way into my life. This is a shiny that I have caught so many times. It is a boosted shiny. It's a 1 in 64 shiny, so it's a little bit more common than most of the other shinies appearing during the event, but wow. An Albanian shiny. I think it's my first one. The last time I was here, maybe a Meltan? The last time I was here, no shinies. Okay, now the video's over.